All right, so I have been up since 5:30 this morning.
Ugh, God, why are you up that early?
This has started a process of things that I've needed to get done since I've probably moved into my apartment.
Which was
The first thing I did, well, okay, so I should probably welcome to the Skills Podcast, episode 17. My name is Josh, and joining me as always is my best friend Seth. How are you, Seth?
friggin' trying to stay awake.
Yeah, you and I both. So, because I've been awake since 5 fucking 30 in the morning, the reason I got up is because a spider crawled on my arm.
Ooh, jeez, that does. Oh, jeez.
Uh, yeah, so I was wide awake, and like I work in storage, right? All my facilities are outdoors, so what would have been like a pretty terrifying experience actually was this time like I was just like, oh, there's a spider on my arm.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's nice that I'm becoming essentially immune to the uh little demons that like to crawl on me in the night. But the reason this is because and no, this wasn't done in a sexual manner. Um just to clarify, when I was at my parents' house, when I still live with my parents about, I don't know, 5 or so years ago now,
Yeah.
I broke the box spring of my bed.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And the bed I originally have didn't have the slats for you just to put the mattress on. So when I moved, it's just the mattress on the floor like I'm some fucking 90s bachelor in college.
Yeah.
And this has, for one, probably fucked up my neck and my back so bad because I have no like actual support.
Yeah.
And two, like it's just on the fucking floor. I'm a big boy. Let me tell
Big
you.
boy.
Um so trying to like roll up out of bed, then slowly like crawl my way up to my knees and then grab something to lift me off the floor. And then mind you, you've known I've had like back issues and all kinds of other things go on. So when I've had those back issues where I can barely get up, it's even worse because my dumbass is on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
So this sent me on a journey into today,
Uh.
where I got online. I ordered like a mattress, like a not a box spring, but like a platform bed,
Yeah.
just to put my mattress on to lift it off the floor a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go pick that up on Tuesday. My dining table is supposed to be delivered on Wednesday. It says between 3 and 7 p.m. So I don't
Jesus.
know if I will make it between D&D. If not, I'll just be late, which is fine.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
But this also sent me on another project that I have been putting off forever, and I have been essentially just torturing myself for the past. It's May, 6 months.
Jesus, that's a good
Uh,
while.
so do you remember that problem I told you I was having, where I would turn on my computer and it would take like a minute to boot?
I think so. Like you had a little bit of trouble just like having it boot up and everything like that.
Yeah, so I've been working on this side project, which is making my old PC a server PC so we can have like a Minecraft server and stuff like that to play.
Oh, right. Yeah.
In doing so, I found 2 flash drives, and I used one of those flash drives today to finally update my fucking BIOS in my motherboard.
Uh-huh.
And the BIOS update specifically says fixes an issue with faster RAM that causes slow load times. My load times turned to 10 seconds today. I counted
Jesus.
from fucking over a minute. I updated every driver I had this morning. I fixed so many things wrong with my computer, and now it's running like the beautiful white and blue god that it is.
So basically, like with me, when I keep having that install problems of freaking the RAM, and then I had to update the BIOS, but I was so afraid of it to brick it. I decided finally said, "Fuck it, if it breaks at that point."
That's literally what I said. And as you click the button in Asus's BIOS menu, it's like, if are you sure you want to do this? I'm like, I don't even fucking care anymore.
Right.
Yes. You click the button, and then it's scary for a couple minutes because it's resetting, and then you don't know if it's gonna boot, and you're waiting for it to post, and then it's like, nope, it's fine. I was like, oh, thank fuck. Also, fuck BIOS updates for immediately disabling XMP. Do you know what
Oh yeah.
XMP is?
Isn't that the extreme?
Extreme memory profile. Now
Yeah.
it's DOCP for non-Intel like RAM configuration. So I have to enable DOCP2.
Yeah.
Um, but I was super excited. I got back into it and I was like testing. I'm like, this feels a little like it's fast, but it's not as fast. Why? And I was like, oh fuck, it's
Fast.
operating at 3600 megatransfer. I'm saying a lot of nerd shit. I'm so sorry. But that has been my morning. So I have been a
Right.
productive little bee. I've gotten things taken care of. My house is clean. Cleaned the bathroom today. Awaiting my furniture this week. So I have had a productive May the 4th. And also, May the 4th be with you, Seth. We are recording this on May the 4th today.
Yeah, May the 4th be with you too, man, and everybody else who listened to this. Of course, definitely not at the right time, but like whenever at this point.
Yes, as of recording date, it is May the 4th. Now, I have a lot of notes to get to, but I was wondering if there's anything that you want to knock out before I get to some of the more weird ones I have today.
Oh, I have some notes too, but I'll tell you though, like I'm also tired too because I didn't sleep. I slept pretty late last night.
Yeah.
Or well, technically this morning because of I decided to go on at least not on a journey, but kind of decided to like kind of take a little detour. So you remember Gundam Evolution?
Yeah. The game?
So yeah. So I
Yeah.
was kind of tired of it because I've been hearing about this side project or this project from the community that's called a Site 7. And I decided to finally join the Discord and then figure out how to install it. So basically what they do is that they actually have in their own community server to actually start making Gundam Evolution actually workable at that point and playable too.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, but for right now, it looks like they have only custom games enabled at this point. But I
Yeah.
guess sometime over this past weekend, it already ended 11 this morning, that they tried testing out the actual public servers and stuff like that too. Although I was pretty,
Oh, shit.
yeah, although I was pretty late on it, so I kind of didn't do it. But I decided to use the time to actually go into the game to actually able to like go in and check out some of the stuff that was like maybe the Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh God. Oh, hold up. Okay. Technical difficulties. I had to pull it back up because Josh's mic just came back up. Or came
No,
back to normal.
you're lagging on my end.
Am I lagging on your end?
You're lagging hard, and I'm at full connection.
What the fuck is going on here? Okay, am I still laggy or?
No, you're fine. Like, you're fine now.
Okay, so it might have been. I don't know what the hell was wrong. I mean, also I did just start up just Discord right when I did try to just start up Discord and just literally went in. It's almost like me literally taking a nap and just fucking going straight ahead.
It is what it is. Speaking of computer problems, it just never ends apparently.
Right. But whatchamacallit, yeah, freaking I was going through all the emotes, and what's cool too that they actually had certain Gundams actually had their own community made skins too as well. That's part of the server, so you can equip. But also then like there's also certain things that was in the game that like there's actual secret MVP animations too as well. So after at the end of each round at the time, whoever had the best play or not best play, but whoever had the best game out of the whole people that was playing the game, they actually would show up at the MVP title and show up their name and stuff like that too. There was actually specific ones where they actually will fake out the MVP, actually showing the actual MVP.
Oh.
Yeah, so it actually will show like the person
doesn't like Overwatch or something do this? Weren't we like pissed off at Overwatch just because we were like that's fucked up because we thought it was one player? But
it was for Sombra, I think, is what happened.
Yeah,
it was only whenever for Sombra, but like these were actually for almost all the mobile suits that actually had that, and each one was actually pretty cool. Like one of them was, I think, it was Asimar, the round orange one. I think it was with Gramps or the OG Gundam RX 79-1.
Yeah.
Like it started off as a typical kind of like raising the gun up about ready to shoot animation, but then all of a sudden like he gets like shot at with his gun and immediately punched out of the way and shows the Asimar and then the actual nameplate of the person who actually won it too as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they actually had that unlocked and actually can actually see in each and every secret each the secret that they had at the time before they went and shut off the whole game servers and stuff like that too. But Yeah, and also I went to the practice range to actually check out the game, and boy, man, I forgot how fun, and I was like, oh man, I forgot how some of these mechs work too as well.
Sure. That's
But
super cool. Hell yeah.
yeah, I think I got off probably about like 2 o'clock, I think, this morning and fell asleep.
Yeah. Holy
So,
shit.
yeah, I mean, I had to wake up. I woke up at like 8 to go use the bathroom, fell asleep, and had to woke up at like 11, get ready to go freaking do the laundry, and pretty much like I think we just got home about like almost like hour and a half ago too as well from laundry. So
Look, man, like I'm not the I realized this today too. Is like I'm not the gamer I once was anymore. Like I hit 30 and my internal clock is set to go to bed at 12:30 every night and wake up at 8:30 every day.
Jesus.
I don't even need an alarm. Now, I'm not going to push that and test that, but like I normally wake up like 15, 20 minutes before my alarm every day. It's just like
Yeah.
I'm conditioned to the work hours that I have, and I can't stray from that, otherwise I just get pissed.
Oh, dude, I'm not like that. Like, I can easily like easily game as much as I can, but also the fact too that like I need to sleep though too. Like, I'm still like as before. Like, I need a lot of sleep just to actually get myself going. But
Yeah.
also the fact that like if I don't get enough sleep, dude, I'm fucking a little bit like tired or cranky at that point too.
No, yeah,
So,
100%.
yeah.
Like, and I think it would be different if I had like a 2-day weekend,
Mm.
because then I could spend Saturday into Sunday like doing my thing, right? But
Yeah.
I work such a strange schedule. It's 2 days on, then 3 days on, that I don't get that luxury necessarily. Which I mean, it is what
Yeah.
it is. But
Dude, that kind of just reminds me of fucking my Target days. That kind of really, ugh, God.
nothing's as bad as that. Because at least that like Target sucked because it was a rotating shift as a storm, or not a storm manager, but a team lead. Because it was like 6 to 4, and then it would be like 12 to 8, and then it would be 4 to close, and then you'd start rotating back down, and that fucked with me so badly.
I don't blame you, dude. Yeah, yours was pretty bad.
It's like an unhealthy schedule because you don't ever get like full rest, because you don't ever get like a set
Yeah.
schedule, and you hope you sleep, and then if you don't, it's just gonna be a shit day.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's almost like as like because yours is almost is like kind of comparable, also kind of like but almost as fucked up as mine was before. Because as the stalker of the Stockeker, stalker, not the other one. So, but
Wink, wink.
just as a confirm, because I know some people might like able to take it a differently at that point. But whatchamacallit, like with my schedule, it used to be I go in at 6 and then we kind of like leave by like lunch or something, if anything like that too as well.
Mhm.
But like I think after the pandemic, I want to say, or if not even a little bit beforehand or after it, like we started going in at 4 a.m.s too as well.
Yeah.
And down was a pain in the ass too, just trying to wake up that early, but also the fact too that as you said, like I only had like maybe like I had like before I actually had to forcibly give my schedule like actual breaks in between. I did not know when my next day off was. For each week by week, it was always different at that point. So it could have been like
Oh yeah.
Tuesday. Yeah. So you remember that? Again, I had no. So then I had to forcibly like I think I took like was it Wednesdays and like Sundays off. I think is what I did.
And like mine sucked too because I had either Tuesdays or Thursdays off, I think is what it was, which was still that split shift. But if it was a Thursday until the fall, no, if it was a Tuesday until the following Thursday, I had to work 8 days in a row.
Ugh. Yeah, I remember that.
And that was just fucking off. Thank fuck we don't work in retail anymore.
You're
My
telling me.
God. I mean, I still kind of do, but it's not that bad.
Yeah. I mean, I still Target still fucked me over even on my last year there too. Like freaking that last uh Black Friday, dude, I got fucked over hard. Like I was doing like double shifts, and freaking.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, you remember like what I said, like freaking I was like going in. I went in on Black Friday that morning from 12 to 8, then literally went to home, then come back again that night at 10 to 8, and then did it again on Saturday and Sunday too as well.
Yep.
And I did not know what day I was on that after that whole thing happened too as well. I was so fucking out of it. But yeah, that's basically kind of like what it was. So
Nice. Well, luckily with our new schedules though, like we've been hanging out a little bit. You and I went to the movies. We saw Star Wars. I know it's Star Wars Day for us, but like this was about a week ago. We saw episode 3 in theaters, and oh
dude,
baby, what a fucking experience that was.
oh, so
Seeing
good.
all of those beautiful scenes with people who actually cherish that movie
And you
now.
literally can hear the people actually like speak the quotes or like freaking cheer at certain moments too as
Oh,
well.
verbatim, yeah. It was a great experience. We've been seeing a lot of movies recently.
Oh yeah,
Star Wars was good. You finally watched Ocean's 11 for the
that one,
first time, which is
yeah,
I
that was a good
realize
one.
isn't a old movie, but you are now cultured in heist movies, and I'm super excited because it's one of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah, I can see why that's like a top like tier like heist movie at that point too. Just with everything going on at that point too.
Oh, stacked cast, like everything's clever and witty. The writing's really good. Like, oh man, you cannot go wrong with that movie.
Yeah, it's funny too because even then I told my mom too, like saying like was it before we went to see Star Wars and you were saying like oh you like was it I think you were saying like you wanted to see it because of or Ocean's 11 you wanted to see it because of Brad Pitt and George Clooney in there too.
Hmm.
And I still laughing at was Brooklyn's like reaction to that and everything like that too as well.
Oh yeah,
But no, like when I finally saw it, I was like, okay, I can see why Josh kind of said that at that point too as well. And even my mom was laughing about that when I said that.
oh
I was
dude,
like,
it's great,
yeah,
so good.
dude, so good.
Oh, I would happily watch that again. And then I know you haven't watched it yet, so I will keep discussion to a minimum.
Yeah,
But I saw Thunderbolts yesterday with my mom, and I will actually give it credit. It's probably it's up there in like in Marvel movies that have released recently for sure.
yeah. You were saying that like it's almost like akin to like pre like the Phase 3, no
It
Phase 5.
feels like it should be a classic or it's not Star Wars movie, classic Marvel movie for sure,
Yeah,
one
like
hundred
the
percent.
yeah like the old school Marvel movies basically where
Mm-hmm.
hardly hit any like misses at all.
Yeah, it's great. I can't wait to talk about it with you when you watch it because it's really good.
Dude, I can't fucking wait. I That's one thing. Like I've been hearing, like I've been kind of like on and off on it, like because even in that trailer that we saw over in Ocean 11, that was a completely different trailer than I saw than the usual one too. So that was a brand new one as well,
Yeah,
freaking with the
no, it's
different
good.
song. Yeah, and then
You should absolutely check it out.
yeah, and I think was it Bernie from Morning Summer was saying like there's been a lot of good reviews on it too as well. With even one of the people I follow on Twitter pretty much said was like all hyped up about it too. It was like, huh, so this is must be a good movie too as well.
No, it's great. Like I told you when we talked about Captain America: Brave New World.
Yeah,
Um, it was that was a skippable movie.
yeah,
Like everything that was major that happened essentially was shown in the trailer. A lot of like big parts in this. Actually, I will say the trailer doesn't show shit for this movie.
really.
Yeah, you complete left turn. Nothing is spoiled in that trailer whatsoever for the big things that happen in that movie. It is great.
That's really good to hear. That's really good. Holy shit.
Hmm. Yeah, so definitely check it out whenever you get an opportunity.
Yeah,
The other thing we were talking about, I don't know if we'll get to it today. Um, Oblivion dropped. That was huge.
like it
It's
was
been a little
leaked.
while, but like they stealth dropped it on a freaking Tuesday, and it was like, oh, it's free on Game Pass. So that has been taking up so much of my. I think I have like 14 hours already.
Jesus.
It's
I
really,
mean,
really, really good.
yeah, because it was like leaked out beforehand too with some screenshots and everything like that too. And then it wasn't until was it that Friday that or not Friday Saturday that they put out teasers and an actual like live service that they said that oh we're dropping it right now at that point too as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
So,
Ironically,
um,
speaking of though, have you heard about the recent news about Xbox raising their prices though?
this is on my list of things I wanted to talk to you about. I'm
Yeah.
actually really glad that you brought this up. So, yes, I am unfortunately aware. Now, I have a question for you because I heard this question on the WAN show,
Uh huh.
and I want to know what your thoughts are. Um, do you think that this is in response to Nintendo charging $80 and this was their excuse to justify this price? Or
I
do
f-
you think that games nowadays are worthy of the $80 price point?
at this point, if I want to say it's both at this point, just because I'll go with the second part of it before I go to the Nintendo part. That it seems like there's been more and more of like I have emphasis on returns from investors for games and stuff like that too, but also the fact that development nowadays has been skyrocketing on money being used at that point and how much longer they've been take to actually make these games too as well. So it's kind of been a bit like that. But also then I kind of want to say it's not worthy at that point too as well, just because as like we've been seeing before though, that most of these games, or if not a lot of these games, haven't been, I want to say, fully completed, or if at least like kind of seems a bit more like incomplete, as well as like buggy at by the time they do get released, or it's a rarity that they'll like come out solidified without a day one patch at this point too as well.
So, I agree with you. Um Especially I'm going to give a couple of examples on why I think this is horseshit.
Yeah.
Example number how two words
Numble.
good? Example fuck, I can't even say example. Example number the first. Have you heard of that game that dropped, I believe, this week, if not the week before, called Claire Obscure Expedition 33?
I heard of Expedition 33. I seen some shorts from it from Maximilian dude that puts it on.
So this game is a small developed game by a team in France.
Yeah.
Um, Retails for $49.99. And is apparently contender for game of the fucking year. A
I didn't
$50 game with a small team. They made this perfect. It's a turn based. It's even turn based. People are like going back to turn based for this.
Yeah.
Um, it's a $50 game.
That's not bad.
No, Oblivion remake that just came out, $50 game.
Yeah.
Yes, there is zero reason why this small like semi indie team can justify a $50 price point and make a good game versus people blowing. And by that, that game looks beautiful. I installed it and I'm gonna play it later today probably.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing it beforehand, like when they teased it during Summer Game Fest and stuff like that too, and it actually caught my attention, especially with just the story alone, from how it like was portrayed and stuff like that too, and actually seeing like some of the clips and stuff like that makes me want to go ahead and play it too as well.
Yeah, so like there's zero reason why fucking Mario Kart should cost $80.
Yeah,
You want me to pay $80 for Gears 6? Dude, Gears 5, we couldn't even play it at launch. Do you remember that?
yeah, I do.
It was so buggy even like 2 years later. And you want me to justify paying that much money for, as you said, an unfinished fucking piece of shit? No, I won't do it. I will not do it. Now, Xbox has the I don't know what to call it, the you have Game Pass, right? And
Yeah,
Game Pass is a great value because it's $20 a month, but it gives you access to like day one titles, which is great. That I will continue to keep my subscription as long as it doesn't go up again.
yeah,
To justify like playing Xbox games when they come out, because I won't pay $80, dude. Zero
yeah.
chance. I cannot afford that.
It feels like nowadays that it seems like companies are more trying to go for more of the streaming route, where like you're not physically owning your games too as well. In the
Oh
way it
no,
feels like,
we're borrowing licenses.
yeah, which is why it kind of annoys me with how companies are nowadays, especially with like just regular old streaming too as well. Like there's no like you're streaming, but there's hardly any like Blu-rays and stuff like that too as well. That for like movies and stuff that you wanna keep for your own, but yeah, they don't have any at that point, or
Oh, I
they do not.
100% thought of turning this PC that's going to be the server into a Plex server. Do you know what a
Yeah,
Plex server is?
yeah, it's something that stores all that got all your RIP videos and stuff and make it your own like
Yeah,
home media server.
your physical media stored
Yeah,
in one place,
yeah.
permanent. This is the solution. I am
I,
completely thinking about doing so.
oh, believe me, I've been thinking about that too as well, especially with the fucking the turmoil I told you. Remember, freaking what I told you with my DVD player.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So for context of people, I have a portable, or not portable, but like an external Blu-ray drive for my PC, which then like I bought the program Cyberlink Power DVD 18. I'll fucking blow them out for this for like watching DVDs and stuff like that too. I just finally got the cables for it to actually start watching it. So I watched Blades of Glory because that one run fine at that point because I didn't watch it in a while. Then I tried playing like one of my recent DVDs, which was most extreme eliminate god damn it, most extreme elimination challenge, or MXC for short. And this one was like released like as of last year, and for some reason it kept giving me like a weird like forced kind of restart at this point. And I've been trying to freaking like get it going, but couldn't. I searched up online, looked up everywhere. Apparently, the Cyberlink programming has, because these Blu-rays have a special digital certificate that allows you to play videos on it, make sure that's not like ripped or anything like that too. So the program itself, it basically only gets supported up to a year or two after its initial release. Then you are forced to upgrade to actually play the newer video types or newer Blu-ray types that comes out in order for you to actually keep watching on it. And I showed Josh what the program and what the versions each one was. The older one, or the like basic one, only plays DVDs. It doesn't even play Blu-rays at that point. And that one was
so
only
sad.
yeah, and it was only like $59.99. If you want to play the Blu-ray one though, that one will cost you like $79.99, which is so stupid at that point because I paid like for like 40 or $50 for the current version I have at this point too. So I already asked my mom. She told me I can use her DVD. So yeah, or her Blu-ray player and stuff like that. But,
Dude, that's like that still baffles me.
yeah, you're telling me, man. This is so stupid that it's gone to this point of like how scummy like it's gone at this point to where like what do you actually own at this point too as well.
Or the fact that you need licenses to access the physical media that you have. Like
Yeah.
it's fucked the other way that point. It's so scummy. And like I don't know anyone who, like, back to the Xbox thing. I don't know anyone who's going to buy a Series X at $600.
Yeah, I'm glad that we got ours at the time we did. And even then, like I still couldn't even justify it with that, but also justify even buying the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. Like
Oh, yeah, I have a note about that actually.
yeah, really?
Yeah, I'm 50-50. Okay, here's my thought. I'm traveling this summer.
Yeah.
Which is going to be great. Me and my mom are going to go to New York to go watch a Yankees game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're a Dodger fan.
I am a Dodger fan. We won last year, so I don't care.
Yeah.
And my mom's been a diehard Yankee fan for as long as I can remember. So we're going to watch a Yankee game, but we're going to go to the Nintendo store. And we're going to the Nintendo store in July. So I'm 50-50. I'm really torn because now that I have my computer working, I'm like, well, I could either get a Switch 2 or I can get a new graphics card. And I think I'm just going to get a new graphics card. That way I can just play everything on my PC that's up to date and current and
Plus,
not have to worry. Not to mention, Steam is way cheaper.
Oh, way cheaper.
Don't have to pay for Xbox or PlayStation Plus or Nintendo Switch Online.
Or any games that comes with it.
Exactly. So I'm highly considering just upgrading my rig to probably a 5070, or maybe a 5080.
God damn, that's
more than likely probably just a 5070 Ti.
Yeah, damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, especially because I've been streaming. Actually, we've been streaming a little bit more, so it's been nice.
Yeah, like at least here and there, whenever you get the chance at this point.
I have a confession to make.
Oh God, okay.
Um, we've been jumping back into streaming. We don't do it too. I don't do it too frequently, but like I've been just trying to save the funny moments, just for ha-has and stuff like that. You and I were playing Monster Hunter the other day.
Yeah, against the the one we've been hearing about from the last
Yeah,
podcast.
we were fighting the Raidal. We fought the Arc Tempered. Actually, that was a hard fight.
I'm more surprised we survived. We did it on the second time though, too. If anything.
Correct, and that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Oh.
So on the first try, I streamed the whole thing.
Yeah. I
On the
recorded
first
it
try,
too.
we died, and then you went to go do something, and I went to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
what the hell?
you had asked me to upload the footage
Yes.
in that first attempt, and I was like, yeah, no problem. And then so you had gone to go do something, so I had gone to the bathroom, and I hit the be right back screen on my setup. And then you come back, I come back, we're fighting. Chris pops in my chat, and he's like,
Oh yeah.
you're still on the be right back screen. Except I did not record the entire fight where we actually killed it for the first time.
Oh, thank God I was recording. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So it's gone. That footage just doesn't exist, and I was streaming a be right back screen as I was just giving a radio commentary
Hey, that radio
Of-
commentary will help me out if anything still.
of our feats. So I just want to make you aware
Okay.
that I have done a boo-boo.
Hey, I mean, you done one, I done one at this point, man. It's gotta happen
it
at some
happens.
point.
Listen, hand up accountability. I'm telling you, I apologize. Your boy's kind of dumb sometimes.
I mean, hey, that's I mean, remember what happened like freaking with me on our first repo stream where I didn't fucking like
That's true. Your audio was turned off the entire fucking
yeah,
time.
like the whole entire time because I never like went and put up the thing, so
I think this just solidified something though, is that I'm not a one monitor guy as much as I want to be.
yeah.
It's been kind of nice because everything's been like displayed correctly, but I think I'm gonna put back up my other monitor.
Dude, that's the reason why like freaking I prefer two monitors at this point. Like even though I might need a bigger monitor at this point too. But that's because like I mean like was it the way I have my whole stream setup is that I have like all my streaming stuff and everything too on that smaller monitor. Also, I have it to where like the Twitch chat and notifications popped up on the bottom side, but it's like close to the very edge on the right side of my left side of my monitor, so at least I can easily take a quick glance on like the chat if there is anything or like freaking or if there's any like notification that came up at that point too as well, since I don't have any like access to like hearing the notification at all too.
Yeah.
So yeah, the second monitor does help at least with that one too as well, if anything.
Yeah. Whoops, my bad. Hand up accountability. That's on
You're
me.
good. Yeah, but it's because I'll tell you though, I was not expecting the radar to actually be dropping bombs every time it swung down though.
Dude, those 4 like railgun shots it does back to back to back to back
Yeah.
is such a bitch, because not only does it drain my entire stamina bar, but it's so sketchy with like the knockback animation,
Yeah.
and then like frame perfectly. If you don't hold down your shield for all 4 blocks
Yeah.
and you let go for a millisecond, he will hit you.
Jesus.
He will hit you like a truck.
I know, freaking, especially with the major one too. Like, it's not even though it's not going towards near me, my whole freaking screen like goes dark, and with the warning symbol of like me getting one shot at that point, I have to immediately run or like just
Oh, yeah.
freaking sidestep out of that point.
It is a scary, scary fight. It's a fun fight, but it's a scary fight.
Very fun at that point. But fuck me, dude.
Yeah, we'll have to go back. I definitely want. We have to play more Repo.
Yeah, we
They added a
definitely do.
new update with more
Ooh.
stuff,
Ooh,
so
nice. Yeah, I'm
we
so
should absolutely check that out.
nice. Yeah, I'm still trying to get the first one out at least, but for me it's been a little bit hard because of the fact that I don't have my audio on it, so I'm trying to go off between both of you, or both of your audio at least. But at least with the second one, it's already like it has both of our audio, so it can go back and forth. But
Perfect.
I already showed you I already showed you what the thumbnail was for the first one though too, and that one was
Oh, it's so good. It's so
yeah,
funny.
because it's almost like because I don't know, at one point I was like, as I said, I was like kind of just watching it and just because also then like I've been debating on whether to make it like 10-minute parts or make it like a full like 30-minute like kind of video at that point too as well, just so I'm trying to still debate on it, but I'll see how each one is, and depending on how much funnies there are within each level too as well. So, but yeah, freaking like the freaking I just saw just us like just you looking up and then like with your eyes looking at me and then did the same thing on your screen too as well. So I was thinking, oh, that's like a freaking badass rap album cover. Oh, let me make that into a thumbnail at that point too. And send it
Yep.
over straight to you at that point.
Oh, God.
But
Such a good game.
yeah.
That's another point, though. Hold on. This actually goes back to my point that I was saying.
Yeah, from earlier.
That's a $10 game.
Yeah.
And it's fun. And it's fine. And it doesn't need to be perfect. It's just a small team. And it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so good. This is my point. There's no reason for the $80 price tag in this day and age. For like,
Easily.
and because why is the consumer suffering? Because it takes you so long to create a game.
Yeah. Not. I mean, well, there's another thing, but I will not pull that up in the podcast for now because of an orange banana kind of made our lives a lot more harder or for costs and stuff.
Oh,
but...
actually, no. You know what? Hold on. We are actually going to get into this
Okay.
because
Okay.
I've been seeing some stuff on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
And I just want to know your thoughts because I know you order a lot of like VTuber merch.
Oh, I know exactly what you talk about. I seen it on the Reddit, and
I have been seeing people purchase VTuber merch, like $100 item of like a collector's box or something.
Yeah.
And for the shipping and duties fees now, it's $300 for shipping.
Yeah, I seen that on the Reddit because
that's fucking crazy to me. And you know what? I have to tell you something too. I'm actually really concerned.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember how I said a couple months ago I ordered Sleep Token merch, but the only place I could find it was Australia?
Yeah.
It hasn't shipped yet.
Oh, did they ever send an email saying you might have to pay duties on that?
No, I haven't gotten anything yet, but I'm sure that is a possibility.
Oof. Yeah, I mean,
so
they could.
I don't know yet.
I would say they could probably eat the cost because I did have certain merch that was like because remember, like I told you, like I bought some merch that was like back in November, and they usually like have at least a good couple of months, at least half a year almost to like ship out. Which is one of them was the Ame graduation stuff. So that one like finally came in like I think like earlier this month, but this was like also post whatchamacallit, like tariffs and stuff like that too as well. So luckily they said that anything that was bought before the tariffs that they'll eat the cost at that point and pay for it. But like any new orders and stuff like that will have to be kind of like added onto to any like future orders at that point too as well.
Yeah.
Which also kind of suck. Yeah. Okay. Because even then, like it sucks too because one of the other company that I follow that like I bought one purchase item because it was like a collab with one of my favorite or with one of the VTubers that I know and everything like that too. They're called I'm sure you probably heard of it. They're called Vita Ramen.
It sounds familiar.
They do like they did like collab with like certain like VTubers. Like they did one with Zentrea and I think Shy Lily or Bao or something like that too as well. But they make it's an actual like in state like or in the US like a grown company that makes like a protein pack ramen and stuff like that too with different flavor like actual natural flavors and stuff like that too as well.
Oh, this is really cool.
Yeah. Oh, you checking them up right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ordered a hat from them too as well, and I've been wanting to like try out their ramen, but I have never gotten the chance to. So they actually sent out an email with the tariffs and stuff like that too after it got announced. And the fact that they actually had to pay some of the costs of the stuff, bulk costs that they unforeseen because of the tariffs and stuff like that too, that they actually had to pay for it. Beforehand, it was like, I think they were trying to, so they had to went and fundraise and stuff like that too, which I went and helped them out for it. But I used my usual shop pay and stuff like that too to help with the payment process and stuff like that too. And I wanted to help them out a little bit more too with some of the lucky, with the loot box that they are, was a random boxes that they do too as well for like you purchase this one and some of the stuff you may have will be higher than what is originally what you bought for was purchased and stuff like that too. I wanted to do that, but I didn't have any money. But yeah, because originally I think they were trying to raise up to 45,000, but after the second round of tariffs that kind of came up, they were trying to raise up at least for over 115,000 or $45,000 for trying to get their stuff in, because most of the stuff they do is make in town, but like the packaging, the some of the stuff that you don't really think about is that they ship in from out of country and stuff like that, for like, as I said, the shipping or the packaging and stuff like that too, is like kind of what helps kind of screw them over a little bit at that point too.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't checked what their goals were or where they're at this point right now, but if you do want to like actually try, I haven't tried out their ramen stuff like that too, but I will highly recommend it. But like kind of give them a chance to like check them out and stuff like that too. They sound really good and stuff like that too. So I will try to purchase them from them later on too as well. So they raise 48,000 out of 114,000 of their money goals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag not an ad.
Right. Yeah. Literally. Hashtag we're not sponsored. But,
okay.
yeah.
I will stop. I'll stop cucking you now.
Oh, okay. Is this about the?
Yeah, we're gonna get into it.
That one topic that fucking just randomly came out.
Therapy time.
So, just giving you guys context that
I sent text to Seth. I sent text to Seth. What is wrong with me today?
I think we're both kind of fucked up. It's a Sunday, man. It's May the 4th at this point,
dude. I sent Seth a text message like a couple days ago of just like, hey, do you want to see my podcast notes? I sent him a screenshot of it, and it's like most of the things that we talked about today, but there's one that sticks out. Seth, do you want to read what the title of that is?
Hold on, I gotta pull up that freaking one because I didn't pull it up just yet. Hold on, I got it.
It's a doozy.
Yeah. So literally, I was looking through it, literally just seeing it. It just goes. I'll say the ones that like you had beforehand though. So the ones that it was immediately like Slate Truck, blank. What caught me? Star Wars Ocean 11, Oblivion Self Drop, Walking on Switch 2, or Waiting on Switch 2, and the streams. The second part that immediately got me going was saying Dart Tire Dream, and then Michael Bublé Penis.
Correct.
Which immediately I was looking at that because I just saw the first one like Slate Truck. Okay, Michael Bublé Penis. Mm-hmm. What?
So.
Okay. You want to give you my initial thought was when you said that?
Go ahead.
I immediately thought was the fact that like it was a big old thing that like Michael Bublé accidentally showed off his dick and everything like that too, and then like everybody, it was a whole like storm on it on Twitter and stuff like that too as well, that everybody knows about it at this point. That I was out of the loop somehow. That's what I initially thought.
Would have probably been preferred.
That would have been, yeah.
So, okay. So a couple nights ago, I was having some difficulty like staying asleep.
Yeah.
This was probably like Tuesday or Wednesday night, something like that. So I had gotten up at like, I don't remember, probably like 2:00 in the morning. I normally like get up at, okay. So let's backtrack a second. That was thunder. That was loud.
Dude, there's Holy shit. No thunder at my area.
No, it was pretty bad over here. Anyway, so I need to start taking Jeff's advice in like not drinking any like water or soda before like 9 p.m. I think it's even earlier than that, like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Because I have to get up to pee like every 2 to 4 hours in the fucking middle of the night.
Yeah.
So, and then me trying to crawl. Man, I realized I've been setting myself up for failure because I've been crawling out of bed. I really need it. Anyway. So it was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I got up to do my pee, and I had a really weird dream. I had a dream that I was hanging out with a couple people. I don't remember who.
Yeah.
And we were driving in my Dart, and all of a sudden my Dart's passenger rear tire exploded.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what? And that was it. That was the end of the dream. Nothing else happened. Everyone was just like looking in shock. And I got up and I was like, what the fuck was that dream? That dream was so weird. I was like, huh. And I haven't gotten dreams that weird since I used to smoke pot. Like I'd have really obscure dreams.
Yeah.
So I got up to pee. I went back to bed and I thought nothing of it. And then immediately jumped into another weird dream.
Uh-huh.
I was in like a green room or something, or like a hotel room. And I like a thicker individual walks into frame, and it's a chubby Michael Bublé. it's he wasn't like the attractive, slim, like
Yeah, the one that
slender
you
man he
know.
was. He was a thick Michael Bublé. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, it's Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he like walks up to me, and then I don't know why, but Dream Me decided it was time to get on his like my knees as Michael Bublé, chubby Michael Bublé, might I add you,
Yeah.
takes down his pants, and I proceed to shove his cock down my throat. And then I woke up. Nothing happened. Like I didn't like he didn't finish. I don't know if that's just poor skills on my dream me's part. But like that was it. That was the end of the dream. And I woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and I immediately text Brooklyn. I was like, I just had a dream. I sucked Michael Bublé's cock. She's like, cool. I'm gonna add that to my fanfic. I'm like, oh, okay. That's nice. So I don't
fanfic of you at this point.
That night was so weird. Now here's the weird part about this. I haven't thought about Michael Bublé in like 15, 20 years. There's been no reason for me to have accessed that portion of my brain in my sleep state and think now would be a good time to bring him up and suck his cock. And he's fat. Like, what the actual fuck was that, dude? So I don't understand. So yes, that is my note. I don't know why, but I know for a fact that this episode title is going to have something Michael Bublé's penis. Oh, I
This is
just
Josh's
made the
weird
fucking
dream.
title. I just made the title, didn't I?
Yeah, I think so. If not,
It's going to be something Michael Bublé's penis. Oh no.
Holy crap. Oh, that's pretty funny.
So yes, that is. I don't. So, Michael Bublé, if for any reason you access this file hidden in the archives of the internet, I'm sorry, but you need the job finished. I got redemption arc coming. You just let me
Josh's
know.
redemption arc, freaking a whole vlog at that point.
Yep, guys, I did it. It's gonna be like a 7-year-old Michael. I'm gonna be like, it's done.
It's going on the Patreon. Freaking
The cycle is complete. Jesus, that thunder is crazy.
Dude, I
think I pissed off God with that one.
I know, it's funny thing too, because right before when you were talking about it earlier, I heard thunder. I was like, oh, that's thunder right there too.
Oh. So yes, I'm not proud of my dream me's things, and
there's a lot of thunder.
This is the second time, so it must be just like the amount of time it takes for you to hear it from my end.
I know, right? At this point,
this is not the first time that Dream Me has sucked a penis.
I remember the other one.
I won't get into details of that, but it probably, unfortunately, won't be the last because this is a trend like every 5 years. So I will keep you posted on the next time that I semi decide to do that.
Oh my God, it's pretty funny still. Although I'll admit though, I don't have any dreams of those ones, thank God. But I do have an overactive like mind as well too. Like I can either think of too many stupid situations, something like that too. And sometimes like if I get a really good, I know I will get a really good sleep if I have some weird ass dreams. Like there's been certain ones that were just weird too as well. But I want to kind of dive into it too because Josh, you know me as like I'm sure you really know me that I'm a Bionicle fan.
Of course.
So everybody that kind of like is listening to the first time, I am a huge Bionicle fan. Been a fan since they first released or started like at least back in early 2001. So there's a phenomenon within every single Bionicle fan that were really dedicated and like that actually grew up with these ones. It's a single phenomenon called the dream. And basically the dream is the fact that like you're dreaming in there and all of a sudden at one point in the whole thing, you're either like, you don't know if it's a toy store, if it's just a random like spot somewhere, but you happen to find like just random Bionicles being sold at certain points. Like you'd have like either parts, like almost like sets or like sets that never existed, or even like just stuff like multi-packs or something and stuff like that too as well.
Wait. Is this a phenomenon with multiple people?
Oh, if you look on the subreddit, people, and even on like YouTube, people, Bionicle fans have had at least this dream at least once before, if anything. That they
the fuck?
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
Yeah, everybody has had this dream before, because I had this dream a couple of times already. I still remember a couple of times on how it happens because I want to say it because I had this dream at least happen to me again. It was either yesterday night at this point too as well, and I actually had to write it down too as well because of of my dream at this point. So you want me to actually tell you what the dream was at this point?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So it's and I tell you though, my dreams are so weird at this point too as well. So what I wrote
I mean,
down, yeah, I mean, not as weird as yours though. So it's still like it's like, but at this point, like this is really what I wrote, just trying to remember everything from that dream before then. I had a dream about I had the dream and it in quotes Barnacle again. It was at almost like an almost Christmas event or Hollow Life event in Vegas that was almost like in like a mall at this point. I was with my friends and also some people I haven't seen in a long time too, which also at a certain point turned into like a game, like almost like a reality turned into game like SAO kind of type. It's transforming mechs and going through a mall like area. At the end, we were almost like a panel of trying to get a meeting pass from with Ina, one of the Hololive talent, from someone who was giving them away. I think the people that were there that was with me at the time was Lacey, Draper, Josh, you, and Demetrius, and I can't remember who was some of the other people. It may have been Hololive related too because of the video I have been playing in the background because I play videos while I'm sleeping at that point too as well. And it was one of the lists and one of the playlists I had was nothing but like Hololive talents because it was like my favorite funny moments on that one too as well. I knew it was the dream because I saw a lot of Barnacle canisters from the Ignition trilogy. That would be from like 2005 on. And some form of Gen 2 Barnacle kits that came back when it came back in 2011, 2012. And some of these were like rare combo packs that never existed. So like the ones that I seen were basically like from the Save Matanui era, I think back in 2008, where they were flying in around the planet or flying around the Matanui and stuff like that too. And it was the combo pack of Kopaka and Liwa with their small helpers that were connect to the back at that point too as well. And it was basically like 4 combined figures into like one giant package at that point. And most of the figures were heavy with almost like had a lot of parts in it too. But there was also like some like rare like at least specifically a rare like Barnacle set that basically like was almost made out of nothing but gold, almost kind of like in akin to like back when they had the big contest prize where like if you entered a contest, one of the big grand prize winner was a golden Kanohi mask that basically like you will win at that point if you were the grand prize winner. And it was like a solid gold, literally Kanohi like Tahu mask, the OG Tahu mask that they had for contest winners and stuff like that too. So, but yeah, that was my dream at that point, and
your dreams are so much more detailed than mine.
That because like I as I said, pretty much like I can remember them almost immediately. Like it's like goes more into like I'll literally send you some of the other dreams that I had that were like so detailed, and some of them were as I couldn't remember as much too as well. But like you can see how over interactive or over creative my brain is at this point, just to have these type of dreams at this point, if anything too as well. Like, but yeah, that literally was the dream I had, and I told you before, it was not the first time I've had this type. I had the dream happen before because the one beforehand,
the dream.
Yeah, that's literally what it, like every Barnacle, like literally ask any Barnacle fan like saying, "Did you have the dream?" Yes, and they'll either say about it and like kind of what the context was because the dream I had beforehand, like I was like traveling out with somebody, I don't remember who. I think it was with my parents or something like that too, and we were out in like a random like. Almost like a random like because it was traveling on the highways and stuff like that too, like a random pit stop or rest stop somewhere at that point too. And for some reason they had like a whole like middle section like wooden table with a bucket in it that had nothing but rare Barnacle parts as well, just like some sort of forms. And I believe me, in my dream I was literally grabbing as much stuff as I wanted, taking the prize no matter how I was at that point. Too literally got up and also I woke up like fuck. That's a fucking god damn it. Which then also ended up with another dream too. Beforehand, I remember too that like it was a regular toy store or stuff like that too. I started buying a lot of Barnacle stuff like that too as well. And literally, I still remember exactly in the dream I said, I don't care if I go bankrupt or if I use up all my credit card, I will buy this one too. Literally have my freaking bag full of freaking parts and stuff like that. Get into the checkout register. They tell me the price. I woke up. That was the one point where I was like so fucking disappointed that I don't have those parts. Some of those parts were like new. They were not even like real. Some new masks and stuff, and some of the old masks and stuff that I wanted too. That I woke up disappointed. I was like, "Fuck!" Like I was literally like that point. Like, God damn it! It was the dream all over again at this point.
Well, hey, if you linger around in the Michael Bublé subreddit and you've had the dream, please
Oh my
contact us at
God.
teamnoskill@gmail.com.
Right? Oh my fucking God! But yeah,
Oh, that's cool though. That's super rad.
yeah, Rich. Yeah. I want to like also like end with one more topic too before, because
Go
we
ahead.
didn't we didn't get to like do our double double book, was it like back to back recordings we did on that day for episode 16.
Uh-huh.
But was it after we did that first recording too? Brooklyn came in, and we at one point, I don't know what happened, but we started watching like random nostalgia stuff, like ended with nostalgia like commercials and stuff like that too as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which was kind of weird that like, how did we end up getting up to that point? We just like randomly just put it on there.
Well, I think I had started watching them before of just like feeling old, and then we put it on.
Oh, I think we were
Because I get
looking.
them on TikTok a lot of the time.
Yeah, I think we were watching because I think you asked me how it goes, like Reese's Puff, I think, or like
Oh, right.
Reese's
Because,
Pieces.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
Brooklyn says it a very fucking like, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. But I'm like, no, it's peanut butter chocolate flavor. Like, that's how it goes. So then we had this debate, and it's just.
I think we looked at it, and I think we spent like almost like the next 2 to 3 hours just nothing but like watching commercials. Which some of those commercials I completely forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it hits you with those first couple notes, and you're like, oh, this has unlocked a part of my
Yeah.
brain. Like the Chef Boyardee commercial of it like running down the road.
And also
And
how
that
many
accordion starts playing. And you're just
right?
like, oh, yeah. This
Also
is
how
different.
many times that's Play Pals, Zoo Play Pals,
Yep.
Pals, yeah, it came up too as well often enough.
Mm-hmm.
And just also like how obscure too, like how the prices were too, and how much you had to order too as well was.
Well,
kinda
everything's $19.99 plus shipping and handling.
Yeah.
By now, all of that stuff, that type of like selling would not work in today's economy.
No, definitely
Like,
not.
Nothing would be $19.99.
No, definitely
There's
not.
zero chance. Or I don't understand why they say 2 payments of $9.99.
Yeah, like
You still understand I'm still paying $19.99 plus shipping and handling. You saying that it's going to cost me 2 payments of $10 is not going to make me think, wow, that's really affordable. I should probably buy this.
It was funny thing too. That's basically like the early years of like freaking Shop Pay or like Zelle and stuff like that too. If you really think about it, like because it's
Yeah.
literally breaking the 2 payment plans or stuff like that too.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I can pay $10 now and $10 later for an item I'm going to use one time.
Right.
Great. Let me order this Floam right fucking now so my kid can use it once.
Right, and it's just funny just seeing all that stuff, and the fact too, like seeing it from like a standard definition too as well, going into like certain like HD time too. Like you can see a massive difference at that point.
Oh,
too.
yeah. That transition between 4:3 aspect ratio into 16:9
Yeah.
hits hard. Like 2008 kicks in and it's like, oh, we're in HD now.
Yeah. Which do you still remember like freaking the whole time period, like when that was a huge thing too? Like especially like
Yeah.
freaking like like especially like when you had to buy a new TV because they also were switching from like antenna to digital too as well.
Okay,
Like-
so I'm kind of glad you brought this up. I didn't realize that I was going to be talking about this today, but we are. You have been to my parents' house because we grew up down the street from each other.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You know how my stepfather has had that big ass
Oh my God.
plasma screen TV that takes up so much space and is heavier than dirt.
Yeah.
I have been arguing with my parents
Uh-huh.
for the last 15 years because they're like, oh, it's an HD TV. It should have HDMI plugins in the back. No, it fucking doesn't. It's a plasma screen TV. It runs at 480i maximum, probably. It's a fucking old piece of shit. Why don't you just plug your Xbox into it? I fucking can't. I cannot.
Get a fucking
I
inverter.
don't own component cables. I am not going to go buy an inverter. You are driving me up the wall, and they were gaslighting me so hard that I thought I was going crazy. Now, granted, that's just because of their own incompetence and not believing their fucking nerdy son who builds computers to know the knowledge of how this TV works.
Yeah.
They have been paying for 4K or like cable, like HD and 4K cable.
Yeah.
For the last, I don't know, 15, 20 years? 10 years?
Shit, yeah.
Something like that. Last year, that fat, like, fuck finally bought a 4K TV. Finally.
Oh my god.
And the only reason he did is because they upgraded the Xfinity stuff, and I got my justification after 15 years, is they upgraded their DVRs, and their DVRs no longer come with component cable outputs, and they went, oh, I guess Josh was right. It doesn't have an HDMI cable. Yeah, you fucking idiot! I fucking told you that 10 years ago.
My God.
You could have solved this fucking problem anyway. It doesn't fucking matter, because all you do is watch reruns of fucking 2.5 Men when there's been new fucking TV shows for the last 15 years. But every time I walk in, it's either Friends or 2.5 Men. You don't watch anything fucking else, or you watch bowling because your life is bowling because you spent so much time ignoring your stepson. Anyway, this has been my TED Talk. Thank you so much for listening to episode 17 of the Skillless Podcast. Be sure to check us out on our
how's that Sean
socials.
too?
Oh, we'll get to that next time because I got to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about it in 18. But thank you. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey guys. Bye.
I'm not into it. I'm not